For this module, we will be going over distilling theory and applying theory. And this brings up two skill sets that you will be introduced to or reintroduced to and are very important for mastering your PhD work. The first is going to be distilling theory, which we have brushed on before and is actually very important to your dissertation writing. Distilling theory is taking someone's body of work, a point of view, and critical framework they have either built, used, constructed over multiple texts, and being able to reduce that standpoint to maybe a single sentence or a very short paragraph, depending on what you're trying to do. This is a skill that is hard and frustrating to learn. It requires a little bit of unlearning of how to write about other people's ideas, and that is just a natural progression you'll see or experience in later coursework and in your dissertation research stage or in your qualifying exam stage. But it helps you build to the point where you, in a literature review or maybe in a methodology section, are using someone's entire book or maybe a collection of articles as evidence, but you're only devoting it to one sentence or maybe a small paragraph within your sections. And you need to be able to do that for a variety of reasons, because not only is it good writing, but also you're using those ideas, frameworks, and theories as tools to achieve a objective. So there's no point in devoting more space to someone else's ideas if it doesn't serve as a tool for your objective. So you want to make sure that your dissertation, when you get there, is about you and your ideas and not about someone else's. So that's the first step. The second step is the application of theory, and this requires a lot of mental labor, especially in longer research projects, also down the road in your PhD studies, when it comes to looking at the practical applications of high theory or even mid-level ideas and theories, and what do those ideas look like in practice. There's a lot of issues that come up around agency, around money, around unequal distribution or access. So you want to be able to oscillate between a practical exploration and a theoretical exploration, and being able to maintain the structure of the relationship between the two as you are crafting an argument. For this process, the second one that I'm describing, it's a little more involved. It is not something that you're going to be doing in a substantial way in this course, but it's something you're going to be introduced to. This is more of a writing a chapter, writing a substantial literature review. It's more of those things where this technique comes into, and it's going to take a while for both of these to be more habitual. But the earlier you start thinking about it, the better off you'll be later, because at some point you will have a aha moment where it clicks, and you will be able to reduce a lot of text into very few words and sentences without sacrificing nuance or the totality of someone else's idea. And then you'll also be able to balance the differences and contradictions of things in theory versus things in practice. So think of this module as an introduction to techniques and thought processes. You don't necessarily have to do a lot with this module in this course, but it's going to help you set yourself up for success later on in your PhD career.